Hello bitches and welcome back to my channel. So today is the beginning of the Hallows Eve and Halloween's specials. So today I've been blessed with the presence of a bloody bitch.
It's me, Jessica, yeah.
So for the next 48 hours you are going to be blessed with 6 videos celebrating Hallows Eve. So at 3 p.m. Yeah.
Yay.
So at 3 p.m. just keep an eye out because there's going to be an upload of a gameplay. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but keep an eye out. So with me and Jessica's uploads, they are going to be today obviously at 9 a.m. and tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Beautiful.
Would you want it to be at 9
Beautiful.
a.m.? Would you want it to be at
9 a.m. GMT, you know? Okay, brilliant. I'll listen. Anyway, shut up, get to the questions.
So, number 1, have you ever done Bloody Mary?
No, I haven't. Because I'm too fucking scared.
Why?
What do you mean, why? If it actually happened, I would be like, I'm dead. I'm not good. I'm a white girl.
But why do you... Right, okay.
White girls are really bad in every horror movie. They normally just die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my god, I'm knocking on a door. Let's go to it. Let's not walk away.
Yeah. Yeah. They walk into the danger. They don't actually try to run away from it or try and fight it. They just go, you know what? I'm a white girl. I can deal with this.
But deep
So
down
then
they
they don't-
bloody can't.
Yeah.
So, have you ever done a Ouija board?
Again, no, I've not done that either.
Oh my god,
So
what have you done?
I've not done much, but my brother actually did a Ouija board, and then he ended up creating a earth spirit that got trapped in our house for like years, and then we had to deal with it until like we moved out to multiple different houses. We had to sage all the time. Every time we walked downstairs we'd just smell like sewage and everything, and there was no sewage around where we lived. It was just awful, and like things always were moving, and our dog used to growl and bark at the door where the spirit would be, and it was terrifying because he would never go anywhere near us. If we were upstairs, he would never go upstairs because he'd be too scared of the front door.
Is that Trojan?
No, Basil, the little one, the little Scotty dog.
No. Is that your new house?
No, our old one. The one that I grew up in. The one that I grew up in had like a whole ghost and everything. Like
Yeah, I knew
a lady
about
that fell down the stairs and
Yeah, talk
died
about
because she
that.
was waiting for her husband to come back because she had a falling out. And then like her husband was like, I'm done with this shit. So he left her, and she was like staring out the window waiting for him to come back up the alleyway. And then she fell down the stairs one day and she died. And her dog, the reason why we had a dog spirit as well is because her dog kept on running into the field behind, which was actually a farmer's field, and the farmer kept warning her, saying, if you let your dog come in my field, I'm gonna shoot it. And she was just like, bet. And then so the dog actually did get shot and died.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I know it takes a turn, but that's what happened. So our house was haunted at the first, and when I was born, ever since I was little, I've always dealt with like spirits and stuff. But yeah, that's why I don't do that shit, because I'm too terrified.
So basically, the first time that I actually saw Mimi outside.
Outside.
It says Mimi. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the first time that I saw Jessica outside of school was when I moved across the road from her old house. That was her laughing.
Sorry, yeah, I just remembered.
So, literally, I saw you outside of your house and we became friends because I messaged you saying, oh my god, is that Jessica's house? And you're like, yeah, bitch. And I used to go around your house quite a bit, literally every weekend or something.
I think it was practically every day at one point.
Yeah.
Like, it was pretty much every day you'd come over and we'd just hang out and we'd play Sims and we'd do so much shit. It was just awesome. But then there was that one time
where we was in your bedroom and you had a wooden hairbrush which was flat, like most hairbrushes. They sometimes have a curve on the back, but this one was flat and it moved. all by itself, and we shut ourselves.
Yeah.
We-
So basically, the whole story is kind of like there was a wardrobe and it was quite high up, and I had like me and Andrew were just chilling underneath my bed because I had a what are they called?
Bunk bed.
I had a bunk bed, and we were just chilling, chatting, laughing. My bedroom door was shut, my window was shut, and then out of nowhere, my hairbrush started like rattling off the edge of the wardrobe, and me and Andrew just stopped talking and stared at it while it rattled, and we were like, the fuck? We got so scared, and it was like the actual end of the hairbrush was dangling off the edge of the wardrobe and started rattling. There was no explanation for it.
No, there wasn't, and I think that's probably the first experience I have had where I actually saw visual evidence of this sort of stuff. Like I've felt stuff,
Yeah.
but nothing visual, and I think that is probably the time when I was like, okay, this bitch's family is not quite right, because it wasn't just that. There was more.
Know, there was so much more. There was so much shit that happened with me and my family, honestly. Ever since my brother did that Ouija board, that's it, we got fucked.
Literally, and I do honestly, I think that's one of the things I'm like, thank you, the Meccan family for this shit, because literally, I remember once we was up quite late around her house. This is a regular thing. We used to be up quite a lot around her house, and we was in the kitchen, and there was a clock on the wall, and it started spinning. Literally, it started spinning, and it stopped around about 2 a.m. The clock, it just kept going and stopped around about 2 a.m. And I remember seeing some lights outside the kitchen. We was in the kitchen, the clock in the kitchen moved, and I looked outside, and there were some lights, and everyone, I don't know if you saw it, did you see the lights outside?
Was I asleep that time? Because I remember there was one time when I literally just left the room because I couldn't be bothered with you guys.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Because you and Nick were just on one night.
Yeah, hi Nicholas if you're watching this. But yeah, me and Nick used to love that sort of stuff, and yeah, there was lights outside, but no, Grace was there. So I think he was actually there that time. I don't know, but anyway, there was lights outside, and I went upstairs and there was no one outside. It looked like police lights, but it wasn't. So, end of that. Okay, I'm gonna just go to the next conversation, because I do have questions written down, but I do just want to talk about stuff. Mimi, tell them about this time that we went on a trip to that abandoned church.
Well, there's only some parts that I remember because there's a church around Ashford area which is basically got bombed during, I believe it was World War II. And quite a few people have gone there to do spirit stuff, to try and find spirits. And I can't remember how I came across it, but I was like, fuck it, let's just go there. So me and Andrew went there, and we both felt really uncomfortable the whole time, and was at the time that we saw the lights. Because I'm sure there were lights that were coming towards us. And we were freaking out, and we basically ran back to the car because we were like, no thank you.
Are you thinking about the Westwell Manor
Yeah,
church?
that's it, Westwell Manor.
You saw lights?
Yeah, did you not?
No.
Oh. Oh. What church were you on about? We've done this so much, honestly. We always go to different areas, try and find spooky shit to happen, just because it's a bit fun.
We love it. We've spoken to spirits inside of her car.
Oh, that was so silly though. I mean, the amount of times where we've been like, can you just fuck off? You're not fun anymore. Can you go away now?
Do you want to download that app? We do it
not
do it for the next episode. We will
Oh,
download the app, and we will
yes.
download it, and we will talk to spirit. So I'm going to talk about so I never actually got to answer the question of have I ever done a Ouija board. No, I haven't, but I would love to.
You're scary.
Okay.
You scare me.
I would
Honestly,
love to.
anyone who was to say openly, I want to do a Ouija board, I'll be like, you do you, boo, but can you do that away from me, please? Because,
Have you-
no.
Have you ever tried contacting the dead?
Well, yeah. Like, so I basically do witchy shit sometimes, and I do some witchy spells. And sometimes when you do the spells, you actually have to, you have to talk to the dead or talk to spirits, as per se, to help guide you with the spell and make sure that it's all going well. And there are times where you can actually feel the spirits around you, and it's really crazy, but it's actually really fun as well.
God bless you.
Yeah.
Well, don't God bless you. The devil bless you.
Yeah.
As today is Hallows Eve.
Exactly. So if I do another spell, I'll do one for you so that you can actually see a spirit.
Please, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh,
fun.
honestly, yeah, fine.
That would be
yes.
fun.
So the times that I have only contact the dead was there. The only times I have contacted the dead is when I have been with Jessica, and when we use the app, or when I used to be around her house. And to be honest, in my flat, every single house I have been in, there's always been this one corner of my bedroom where I just feel bad vibes. Just bad vibes. Like, I would just stare at it. Literally, if I'm in bed, I will just stare in that one corner, and it's alright behind me. So if there's spirits there, please just touch me or anything. Pingy, yeah. I just want to feel affection. Yeah. But have I actually felt any presence? Meh. Maybe there is a presence in that corner, and they're just not bad vibes, or maybe they are. I don't know, but I haven't contacted the dead. If you would commit a murder, how would you do it?
Oh gosh. So I don't really know how I would do it, but I remember that there was actually a really good idea that one of my colleagues came up with. Bearing in mind she worked at a school.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely mental.
Yeah.
So she decided that she wanted to get a pig farm, and it's not the girl you're thinking of either. And she said that what she would do is she would kill someone, and then she'd bring the body to the pig farm, and pigs eat anything, including bones and everything like that. So she would just feed the pigs the body, and then they would eat that, and then it would get rid of all the evidence. And I was like, do you know what? Good on you. Yeah. You know a plan. You have a good plan. But me, nah, I don't know what the hell I'd do.
I've just literally come up with this in my head. So you know when there's newly dug graves?
Yeah.
Why don't you just take out the body there? So, if I ever committed someone, I don't know if this would actually work, so let me know in the comments if this would actually work. I'm just literally saying this now. What if you would take the body that's already in the grave, take it out, swap it out, and just dunk that one in and shove the other one somewhere else? Then you're literally moving the body somewhere else, so what does that mean? I don't know.
Yeah, but then would they not do it depends on how old it is. How old is the body? Is it really decomposed or
freshly dug?
Freshly dug.
So literally.
So it'll be someone who's freshly died. So they haven't decomposed much, right?
No. So you would literally swap it. So literally, the body that you have on you is already physically dead and notified that they're dead.
I feel like the problem with that would be that they would find that body because they'd find a dug up area and they'd be like,
no, but it would have already been dug up.
Yeah.
So imagine literally this plot of land, shove the body in. 2 days before.
Okay, but then what if they find the other body that you dug up?
No, I'd move him.
Where would you... What?
I would travel.
You would travel with a dead body of someone you've never met?
I'll contact you, you know this.
You're crazy.
I would literally contact you.
You're crazy.
Nina, I'm
You're crazy.
Let's go on a road trip with Doris. That is literally been dead for 24 hours. Let's go. Literally, I would contact her. So if any police forces actually listen to us, if I've murdered someone, just know that she's with me because she wants to live in a place that she don't have to pay rent for.
I mean, yeah, fair enough. Yeah. A free roof over my head, free food, free accommodation, free social life. Don't have to work for the rest of my years that I'm in the prison. It's a pretty good place to go.
Exactly. So the next question for Melissa is, would you rather sleep inside a coffin in a haunted graveyard, or would you go and stay a night at the catacombs in France?
Can I I do both?
No.
Oh.
Oh, okay, fine.
Okay, so
Do
you
you
weren't
really wanna do
expecting that,
both?
would you? You weren't
No,
expecting
I wasn't
that.
actually. No, it's
So
highlighted.
I think it would be really fun to do both.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I was to be in a coffin in wherever the hell you said it was.
Catacomb.
No, the
Most
catacombs was.
Most haunted graveyard. Maybe grave fires in Edinburgh.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Just get me a tent and
But-
stick me in the middle of a graveyard.
Melissa, do you not remember us? So basically, when me and Melissa went on holiday to Edinburgh, Scotland, we done this thing. Basically, this was the week leading up to Halloween. So we didn't stay for Halloween, but we were staying for the week leading up to Halloween, and we walked around this graveyard. It was a evening tradition. You're always making it yearly evening tradition.
Yeah, our holiday was pretty great though, because we'd go to the
Pub.
graveyards. Well, we'd go to a pub first, then we'd go to graveyards.
Last drop, best place.
Yeah, and then we would go somewhere else, get some more alcohol, and we'd just drink on the way home, walking back to our wherever Airbnb that we went to.
Yeah.
It was great.
Honestly, we have
It's such a
holiday.
vibe. Such a vibe.
And this graveyard is Grave Vibes, and it's meant to be the most haunted graveyard in UK. And burp, crop that out, thank you. And we walked around this graveyard every evening, and we would get to the same spot, and we just don't want to go past it. We don't. It was the same spot each night. We used to shit
It was
ourselves.
a corner.
Yeah.
It was the corner of the graveyard, and it was absolutely pitch black, but it just felt wrong. I think we walked past it once. We walked through it once, and we were both just like face first, going straight ahead. We were like, nah, this ain't right.
I went inside the church, and it wasn't that bad inside. It's the outside, literally the graveyard, the same area. I think it was broad daylight. Walked past that same area, and I was like, this is the same area that me and Melissa just did not fucking like. We did not like this area. There's something wrong with it. I don't know what, and I think it is kind of near the area that the poltergeist is meant to be, and yeah, it's total bad vibes. Anyway, so would you rather visit a haunted mansion or a haunted cemetery with tombs?
A haunted mansion.
Why?
Because if there's any knickknacks that I can just take for myself, I'd so be down.
What if they've got attachments?
That'd be great. I can have more friends.
Oh,
I don't have many friends, so it'll be great.
Okay, fair enough, yeah. I would visit the cemetery tombs just because the spirit, I feel, well, I'd be too intrigued like you to take some stuff from the haunted mansion.
Right, so you don't want to have spirit friends.
I don't want attachments.
Oh, what a shame.
Who would like me and Melissa to go to the haunted church and do a podcast there?
I'm down for that.
Okay, guys, I will arrange that. Thank you so much. She answered it for you, so I don't care for your comments. Okay, thank you, mate. Next question. I love you all. Thank you. Would you rather meet a vampire or werewolf, bitch?
A vampire, because they're really sexy.
Would you want them to bite you?
Yeah.
Would you bite me?
No.
Fuck off!
I would rather.
Are you joking
I would
me?
rather stake
Would
myself.
you bite me on my arm? Literally.
Why?
Because I want to survive.
You want to be a vampire.
Would
Why?
you want to
Well,
live a life without me?
No, I'll just get some random vampire to bite you. I'm not going to bite you
Your
myself.
hubby? Would you get the vampire hubby to bite me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I wouldn't do it myself. That's disgusting.
But would you get?
I don't want to taste your blood.
So
You
the
probably
vampire
taste
that
nasty.
So the vampire that bit you, would you get them to bite me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We can basically be siblings at that point. And we can actually live our real
Cheers.
dreams.
Cheers. No, she tried to cheers me with her fucking face. What the fuck? You fucking chabby little bitch.
We love it.
So, there is some sort of stories that I want to talk about, but I actually want to talk about our adventures that we've had over the years, that we felt some bad vibes. So one of the places that we definitely agree we've had bad vibes is our Airbnb in Edinburgh. Melissa, go ahead.
So there was there was 3 rooms. Well, 4, 5, whatever. Anyway,
Well, get
there was
to
a
the
living
specifics.
room, there was a bedroom, and there was a second bedroom. The second bedroom was like a really small children's bedroom with a bunk bed. And I did not like that room one bit. I was like, nah, I'm not sleeping in there. I don't care. I'd rather sleep on the sofa. So
Which you did.
Yeah, for a whole week straight, I slept on a sofa because I did not like that small room. It just made me feel really uncomfortable. It just felt like something was there. It wasn't great.
So, in the parents' bedroom, aka the adult bedroom or whatever, it wasn't actually a double bed. It was 2 single beds, and I did say to her, Melissa, you could share the room with me, which we don't do that. We really don't do that. Literally every single holiday we've had, we have literally stepped into separate rooms, because our friendship is literally like brother and sister. We don't want to share a room. We don't want to share a bed. We don't want to look at each other. Literally, we're trying to avoid each other in the morning when we're getting ready for the day. We don't want to see each other.
No.
I don't want to see her body. No offense.
No.
But that is literally, our friendship is literally like brother and sister. And she slept on that sofa for the whole week.
I did.
And I did offer, I think I did.
I'll tell you what though, I never woke up feeling rough. It was actually a really comfy sofa.
we literally watched a movie or some stuff during the days. Oh, Derry Girls! We watched Derry Girls!
Oh, yeah.
Every day, and there were loud bangs in the hallway every time, and we would talk to it, go, shut up.
And then it would stop.
Yeah. Literally.
That was the weird part.
Yeah.
Like, because I was like, oh, it must just be like the heater or something, or the boiler, but no, because I'm pretty sure if you tell a boiler to shut up every time, it wouldn't always just stop. Like, it actually stopped every time we asked it to shut up.
It was definitely, we felt something. There was something in that bedroom. I felt it too. If Melissa does, I'm like, yeah, let's go. Literally, I will go in that room and go, what is this?
Yeah.
Who is she? What does she want? And there would be, like, I felt vibes in that room. And yeah, honestly, I did feel something in that room, and literally would I go back to the Airbnb? Absolutely. The Airbnb that I slept at this time when I went to Edinburgh, there was nothing, so I definitely, it's not just the location, it is that place. That Airbnb had something in it. And
yeah, because the first place we went to in Bath didn't have anything.
No, but we did have to share it with some other person, so that was definitely
Yeah, we had to share it with a human at that point, is what's worse, a human or a spirit?
Definitely a human.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, I have looked up some Halloween questions, just because for the spice, So, Melissa, are you a good witch or a bad witch?
I'm definitely a good witch, but I could potentially be a bad witch if you are a dickhead. Like, if someone was an absolute arsehole to me or my family or my friends, and by family I mean people that I actually consider family, then yeah, that I could be a bad witch. But I'm definitely a good witch. What about you?
Am I part of your family? What the fuck? You're gonna put a hex on me, what the fuck?
I put a hex on you.
You watched Hocus Pocus.
I did.
Which one or 2?
1, I haven't watched 2 yet.
Please watch 2.
I will be watching 2. Sad?
It's sad, actually.
Okay, fair enough.
So, I would say I'm a good witch, but with the thoughts I have towards certain people, you'd be lucky if you survive a night. If I had magical powers, because honestly, fuck all of ya, bitches. So, as a tradition, ghost stories are told on Halloween. Tell us one of the ghost stories that you know.
Oh gosh. There's too many ghost stories. So I suppose I could just be like...
She's actually looking at my phone.
I am.
She did not prepare. Honestly, I wasn't prepared for that question, so I've handed in my phone. I wrote down some ghost stories.
Do you know what? I'm just going to give a brief explanation of one of my favourite creepypastas. So, if any of you are old enough to remember, creepypastas were this thing that was going around YouTube near the beginning of YouTube era. And they were just really scary, like, stories about weird, wonderful things that could happen. My favourite was the Russian sleep experiment. So basically, they had, like, the Russians during World War II or World War One of them two, just a war, during a war or whatever. They had these people, and they put them into a cell, and they used a gas. And this gas was to see if they can keep their soldiers awake for long enough or whatever. And they ended up living and not sleeping for about over 24 hours. I think it went up to about 2 weeks. I'm not too sure, don't quote me, just look it up if you're interested. And they ended up eating each other's flesh, and they just lost all of their hair, and they became really skinny because they wouldn't eat anything. They would just end up eating each other, and it was absolutely mental, because these were scientists who would go out of their own way to get people, put them in a cell, feed them toxic gas, and see what would happen, which is so inhumane and ethically incorrect. In this day and age, if we were to do that, yeah, I can't even imagine what would happen. But that is my favourite story, especially a creepypasta.
So, there was a ghost story. Well, it's not a ghost story. It's just a very spooky story that I looked up last night. And I wrote it down, actually. So, let me tell you. I actually heard that one, actually. I've heard you one. About
the Russian sleep experiment.
Yeah, I heard that. So
it's great.
We definitely grew up in the same era. I dropped it. Fucking hell. I've had. Let me tell you. So Melissa has actually drunk quite a bit, and she's still drinking. I gave her some wine because I'm a hostess with the mostest. And
facts.
Honestly, we've got a Hallows Eve party, so that's why I'm actually filming these videos, because I'm celebrating. Yeah, I'm getting them pumpkins, and I bought them pajamas because, you know, her and Molly are my bitches. I've got more bitches, but, you know, I would love to invite them, actually. I'm actually going to invite Catherine. So,
yeah.
We love you, Catherine. We love you. If Catherine, if you're watching this, please message me and just say that you've actually listened to this. Thank you. I love you. I fucking love you, Catherine. So, the story is a family of 4. 2 young children and their parents were travelling on a road to, let's say, Canada. When their car broke down, the parents went out to look for help and left the radio on for their children in case they got bored. By midnight, the parents hadn't returned. Sat in darkness, the children continued to listen to the radio and grew alarmed when they heard that the dangerous killer was on the loose. Having escaped from a prison nearby, the newsletters warned listeners to take extreme care when going about their business. Time passed and the children waited. The silence outside the car was absolute until suddenly they heard knocking on the roof above them. Clank, clank, clank. The knocks grew louder and louder. Doof, doof, doof. Until bear it any longer, the children opened the doors and ran and fled into the woods with terror. Only the eldest dared to return to the source of their fear. On top of the car was a large man, and who was bouncing 2 objects on top of the car. It was the parents' heads.
Ew.
Oh yeah, that's our research.
Do you know what my partner would have said?
What?
Grab the nearest cast iron skillet and hit it in the head. Because any frying pan cast iron skillet, best weapon you can ever pick up.
Bitch, why would they have that in their car?
They were in a car? I thought you said a caravan. Oh wow, that changes things, doesn't
That
it?
was really difficult for them, actually. I feel so sorry for them, actually.
What a shame. What a shame they didn't have access to
So
anything.
what would you do if me and you whizzing around in a car was in your car and we stopped by the church and we heard thuds on top of the car? What would you do?
I'd start the engine in reverse and then drive off really quickly. I'm not waiting around.
Me and you would stop halfway down and we'd go, who was that?
Yeah, to be
Who
fair,
are you?
the likelihood of it being a fox would be really high though, because that area does have a lot of wildlife. Or an owl, because I've seen a barn owl around there. But like, oh shut up! I love animals.
Shall we listen to another story? Did
Yeah.
you want to tell this one?
Sure.
Thank you, because I want to drink wine.
So, we bought this rundown house, my boyfriend and I. While he started working on converting the kitchen into the main bedroom, I insisted on removing the old wallpaper. The previous owner papered every wall and ceiling in the house. It's a lot of work to remove, but it feels so good to get rid of it. The best feeling is getting a long peel, like when your skin peels after a bad sunburn. Or in my opinion, when you have like PVA glue on your hand and you peel it off. Oh,
Stop
so
it.
good. I turned it into a game on the hunt to rip the longest piece possible. Honestly, same hunt, same.
Yeah.
I noticed there was a person's name and date under a corner section of paper in every room. Oh, that's a bit weird. I couldn't help but investigate and Googled those names. What I discovered left me speechless. The names all belonged to missing people, and the dates matched the day of their disappearance. We notified the police, who sent the crime scene team. I overheard one of them say, "Yeah, it's human." Wait, what's human? Ma'am, where is all the material you removed? This isn't wallpaper.
Yeah.
It's
giving
and then it is
sore.
Andrew Yankee.
It's giving sore.
It's giving disgusting with a hint of human flesh. How about no? No, thank you, sweetie.
Imagine.
No, I don't want to imagine. Can you
Imagine.
imagine?
Honestly, Mamie.
May.
Shall we talk about? So, at the bottom of my flats, there is a basement. And at the bottom of the basement is some fucking bolts and some abandoned toilets.
It's so freaky. What is that about?
I know.
Like,
I know.
when you first moved in here, we went down there and we were just exploring because we were like, what's
We're
around
nosy.
this?
We're
Yeah,
nosy.
we are nosy. And I mean, Andrew's living here anyway now, so he can vibe. He's allowed to do this.
We went on to every floor, didn't
Yeah.
we? We went to the top floor.
Yeah, we went onto the top floor. That was fun. The people who live on the top floor are very lucky.
They've got nice doors.
They've got really nice views. Like,
Go there.
so good. Anyway, the basement, absolutely terrifying. Because you go down there and it is absolutely quiet. There is no no. Because there are like doors which are made of like heavy steel and they're just really thick and you have to pull them, prise them open. Had a fly in my mouth.
It's literally on you.
Why is it on me? It's eating my flesh. It's eating my cotton.
Good.
My cotton t-shirt. Anyway. The basement is absolutely terrifying and I'm pretty sure some shady things went down in there.
Definitely.
I wouldn't say like people got murdered or anything, but shady things.
No, do you know what? In this building, I generally do think at least one person have killed themselves in it. Well, if I feel, right, honestly, look, right, my bed's right behind me. I'm literally there now. I stare in that corner. And literally last night, I watched these, bitches. So, has anyone watched the Sam and Colby video? Please, if you haven't, go watch it. I don't advertise any other YouTubers except from Plumbella. And this video literally debunks hauntings. Literally, right, actually, I'm gonna show Melissa right now. And we're gonna come back after we watched it. We are back, and I love the fact that the original plan for these videos, they were going to be 25 minutes long, and now we are extending it to, well, on the screen it says 48 minutes, so you're blessed. So we have just watched the vital clips of Sam and Colby's new videos, which is them staying in the Conjuring house for 6 nights. Melissa, what is your opinion?
Well, I found it really cute. So all the knocking and all of that, it was really sweet. Like, I know it's meant to be scary and stuff, but I find that kind of stuff really adorable because it's so cute. I don't know how else to explain it. I love it though. Spooky stuff is so cute.
Honestly, I fucking love Sam and Colby. They are the one YouTubers that I truly believe because they actually try and debunk it. Like they did at the end of the episode, they went to outside the Conjuring house. They went to a park. They went to this random recording studio, and they tried to debunk it. And whether you believe it or not, there is obviously going to be some people that out there that actually, believe it, and you just got to respect their opinions. So if you don't, believe those videos, then just keep your opinions to yourself. So, Melissa.
You said everything right out my mouth.
Good. So, So we're gonna go back to questions, and then we're gonna maybe talk a little bit more about ghosts, and then everything after that is gonna be saved for part 2. So, if you want to see more of me and Melissa talking about anything about spiritual, any sort of ghostly sort of videos, and then come back for part 2, which is going to be at 9 a.m. tomorrow. So, Melissa, have you ever seen a fresh corpse? Just to really go out there.
No.
Really?
No.
In your healthcare experiences, you've
Yep.
never seen a dead
No.
body? Oh my fucking god.
I know.
I remember telling Melissa how many dead bodies I have come across and how many people I have seen die over time, and Melissa was just so shocked that I was never affected. There was only one body that I was actually truly affected, after they died, was when I was dealing with a patient and they passed away sadly, and whilst I was cleaning them, I was washing them, I was taking care of them, and they died midway through, and that was the only time when I was truly affected by a patient, because I was like, oh my god, did I wipe their bum really well? And they just all passed away, like, yeah, that was it for me,
dear.
honestly.
That's all they needed to pass over into the next life.
Literally.
They just needed a nice bum wipe, and
Honestly.
they're set.
If you're a healthcare assistant and you've dealt with that sort of stuff, please let me know, because I think working at a hospital compared to people that worked in the care home, there's quite a big difference, because when you're in a hospital and you're taking care of people, you would expect them to get better, and when they suddenly pass away, like, well, clear the paracetamol and the laxatives to not help them. And when you're in a care home, no offense to anyone that works in a care home and you're affected by this sort of stuff, but when you work in a care home, you kind of expect them, that's their final resting place. You kind of expect them to kind of go, bye bitch.
No, definitely not. I worked in a care home. I'm working in community care at the moment. Now, I have had 2 deaths so far since I've been working that I know of.
Did you say
people
you're in
that
community care?
Yeah, I'm in community care now.
What about care homes?
So care homes, I did not think about that once.
Did you ever come across it?
There was a resident who was going to hospital quite often, and they got COVID, and we did worry.
Was that before COVID or after?
After, I believe. But anyway, they came back to the house anyway, so it was fine. And when I think of a care home like that, I just think, yeah, no, it's fine. Like, it's not going to be constant, They're not going to die straight away. Ew.
Are you reading the question?
Yeah, no, we're not doing that one. If you had to chop off a piece of your body, what would it be?
My pinky. I honestly, I'll tell you from the only person. I remember several times during my life, like when I'm writing with a pen my pinky's just like that. She's just worthless. And after a while, I used to get pinky ache. I don't know if it's because I used to just hold it out because I'm thinking, this bitch is just sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, if I cut this bitch off, nothing, I
Yep.
wouldn't care. I would not care.
I would probably cut off my lady parts so that I can get free surgery. Because why not?
Fucking hell.
I mean, if you want to change a part of your body and you were forced to cut off a piece of your body by some murdering person, you would cut off the bit that you want to get a free surgery on, right?
Yeah,
Surely.
True. Yeah, true.
Exactly.
Right, honeys. So this is going to be the end of part 1. So part 2 is going to be posted tomorrow at 9 a.m. So if you'd like to pop back and watch those, well, the other part, then yeah, see you then. But I'll be posting at 3 p.m. and 9 p.m. today on Hallows Eve. So I shall see you then, bitches.
Ta-tia!